Hey YouTube, what's up? Blue Witch here. Hi guys. Hello, hello. How's it going? Excuse me, I'm putting lotion on. Hey Cindy. My skin gets really dry in the wintertime. What? I know, right? Hi Diana. Hi Danny. There we go. There's a lot of clouds outside, so all of the smoke from the stove is like settling all around the neighborhood. So I just put incense in there so it'll smell really good. Hi Garrett. Good to see you too. I think I'm doing better. I'm getting better. Uh-huh. It's been a rough couple of weeks, kind of sort of thing, but I'm good. I was just jamming out to some music. What kind of incense? The dipper. I think I put blueberry. Yeah, I think I put some blueberry ones in there. They're really sweet, and it's what I do when I throw them in the fire. I just break them in half and throw them in there because they're really long and my stove's little. So these incense are like, they're big. They're not the little kind, but I love them. Just I've been doing a lot of work in my path, like opening things that require a lot from me. And well, I guess it's the best way to put it to you guys is when you're in the primal current and you're doing rites with the gods, after you're done, it feels good at first. When you're evoking and invoking the gods, it feels good at first, but then later your body hurts. And so it takes you a little bit of time to get over it. It can affect you depending on what you're doing. It can affect you in different ways. It can affect your body and make your body achy and sore, or it can affect you mentally to where, well, for me so far, what I've experienced mentally is where it just like puts me in a really big kind of trance, like a bubble that you can't get out of, and you're just kind of there. And my boyfriend's really good about, I could still function and everything like that, but like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you just kind of do, and have to go around like that. I feel weird. But other than that, as soon as I'm done, yeah, in a fog for sure. You could feel like that anyways, but this is a little more than just in a fog. But that's a good description of it. But anyway, so mostly this time was not so much in a fog, but just, getting my ass handed to me, and just like, okay. I got like one day off where I felt really fantastic, and then the very next day it was like, no, you're not done. So I was like, oh, I thought I was. But today I'm feeling better. I still feel it. I still feel the squeezing a little bit. But it's part of being on this path and working your way through it. Hey Optimus, how are you? Are you feeling better? But tonight I'm going to be doing some pop-it work and a breakup curse, and it's been a long 2 weeks. Yes, it has. It sure has. But I've noticed, I've been talking to some of my brothers and sisters in the current, and everybody's kind of going through I don't know if you want to call it a cleansing, kind of like being tested. We're all going through like a testing where like our beliefs are being tested. And so, you know, the gods will do that to you sometimes. So it's a thing. It's not fun, but you know. Yay! Beliefs and self-esteem as well. Yeah. It's been a lot to handle. But I'm just like, okay, are we done? Can we get back on track now? Not yet. Okay. How about now? Nope. Nope. Not done yet. So going back to Sweden about a couple of hours. You are so strong. Yep. You stick by your guns, girl. I will throw them on the fire tonight. I'm going to be throwing some poppets on the fire tonight, and earlier today I went ahead and erased my mirror, and yes, I erased my mirror, and I'll be adding some new things. I'm not sure exactly. Roasted poppets. Yes, there is this one chick that I have in a poppet, and every time I put her in there, I don't know what I put inside of her, just the regular stuff, I guess, but she keeps she blows up like a balloon, and then you can see like all the steam coming out of the top of her head. It's the fisheye one, the fisheye poppet. Every time I put her on the heat, she does that. It's weird. I just have regular stuff in there, that is the same stuff that I put in all of them. And I believe, I don't know if the mill does that too or not. I can't remember, but I thought it was cool. It's weird. She's full of hot air. Yes, she is. I bet he does, Diana. I bet he does. He probably can feel it. Hey, WM. Thanks for doing my fire, sweetie. It's nice and warm in here. What's up? What's up, Buttercup? So anyways, that's what's going on tonight. Just some curses, and I was supposed to do them on Saturday night, and I didn't do them because I wasn't feeling good. And I think that sometimes when you're going through these soul, we'll call it growing pains, like soul ascension pains. I think that's a good way to look at it. When you're going through soul ascension pain, it's not a good time to be casting. And so I thought I could get through it, but I couldn't. And sometimes they just say, no, you're not. Go back in the house. I'm like, but I have to get these done. And they say, nope, you don't. It can wait. And so then I have to wait. But anyways, which is all good. This last one that I went through was a big one. So, and I kind of accidentally on purpose did it to myself. And so I can't really go into a lot of detail because I'm not all the way done yet. And I don't really want to open a can of kick-ass, until I'm completely done. But I got my triangles came in today. So on these triangles, I will be getting my wood burner out and putting sigils on them. And these are for when I do working with my stellar mirror over there. These will have the 9 kingdoms sigils carved into them with a wood burning tool. And then depending on where I want to go, I will just use one of them. I don't know. I feel like I just want to put them all on there. No telling where I'd end up if I did that though. Hi, manifesting things. How are you? But anyways, so I'll be doing Invocation of Belial tonight and Akate. And I will be evoking Lucifer Tropical. Yes. Which is what I do every time I do Pop It Works, Yeah, I just got done with my meditation and now I'm just hanging out, talking with y'all. I was usually when I come out in the wintertime like this and I do my lives over here because I like to do my live while I'm sitting by the fire and giving the temple a chance to warm up while I'm doing my live. Because when I do my other stuff, I'll be over there. So, yep. It's all true. So what about you guys? What are you guys doing tonight? Hi, Citrine. How are you, darling? And somebody's. It says that I am live on my channel right now. Somebody's asking me a question on here. You've been angry. I bet you have. Let's see, who is this manifesting? I'm doing good. I'm out of town, but I ordered more supplies to do. Okay, wait. Order more supplies to do some destruction chores. A few people. I also have printer ink now, so I can print pictures of my targets. And I'm going to put the tower. Awesome. That's awesome. I used to use the tarot cards all the time in my castings. Working for another 3.5 hours. Then going home and sleeping. Reading some Red King. Up to Destiny of Souls. That's awesome. I really want to do the one we talked about today. The Faces of Lucifer. That's the ride I'm gonna do next. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. But somebody's asking me a question on YouTube. Let's see. Okay, Sabrina, what do you do if you can't get graveyard dirt from his ancestors? Then you don't use graveyard dirt from his ancestors. Is this a court case spell? Let me see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, custody court case spell. Well, you don't have to have that. This specific one, I used it because my client was close to the aunts, either the mother and the father that died, and their graves were close to her grandmother's grave and stuff. And so when she was there visiting, she got the dirt from them as well. And so that's why I used it. And so that was a whole different, every spell is different. Like none of them are the same. They might look the same. They might all have not magic. They might all have apples. They might all, that part of it might look the same, but they're always tweaked for my client's specific needs. They might have something a little different than this guy had. It just depends on the situation. It's never the same. And it's the same spell kind of sort of thing, but tweaked. And so that's another, there's no way you can, there's no way I can get a spell out of a book and copy it and think it's going to work. Chances are if you're doing that, it's not going to work. You need to add something relevant to the person you're casting for, or that that you're casting on, or get something different and change it and make it your own. Otherwise you're just not really putting that much effort into it. You're just getting shit out of a book, and that's not magic. At least that's my personal opinion. I mean, some people can do that, that's fine, but whatever. I don't do that. I never have, and I never will. That's never been okay for me to do. I know a lot of witches do it. A lot of witches are like, oh, I found this great spell in this book, and this is how you do it. These are the herbs you use, and you do it this way and this way. And I'm like, no, I can't. I'm not allowed to do shit like that. That's lazy. I would get in trouble for that. Hecate would never allow me to do magic like that. And I know, okay, I don't know if I want to go there. Kelly, are you on here? She's going to zap me. I know there are some witches on YouTube that are so popular and badass. And someone sent me a link the other day to one specific witch who's a total badass, I thought, by rumor. And I was watching her do a spell, and I couldn't believe my eyes. And I just thought to myself, really? Okay. It's quite shocking sometimes. I don't understand that, but I can't really I don't want to I don't want to be that. I don't want to be starting shit and stuff, but you guys just please pay attention to your witches. Yes, they might have a lot of subscribers, but that doesn't mean that they're doing real witchcraft. Some witches Oh crap, my thing wasn't moving. Sorry about that. It's gray. I'll have to go back to watch that video. Was in a meeting. Oh, that's okay, sweetie. I saw a black shadow move across my hotel room earlier. It moved quick and I was on my phone. Oh my gosh, Grace, stop. I was on my phone, but I saw it when I looked over at my TV. Isn't that fun? That's crazy, huh? I just thought maybe it was nothing. No, probably. And hotels are full of them. Hotels are full of, there's like, I went to this one hotel that had black shadow people and it had white ones. Like these little white things were crawling on the floor. Like white shadow people were crawling on the floor. And then, and they were just like crawling back and forth in my room on my floor. And I was like, I'm never going to get to sleep. Sorry, my thing was not scrolling, you guys. I do apologize. I think copying spells from a book is like plagiarism. Yeah, I agree with you. In a witchy way, huh? Oh dear. The shadow floated and disappeared. Yeah, I have a hard time with that. But lately, when I travel lately, they've been cleared out, which is really unusual. And normally I have to deal with them, and I hate going to hotels. Like we have a fifth wheel for that reason, because I hate going to hotels because they're always so full of spirits that I can't stand it, and they bug me nonstop. But lately, like the last 2 or 3, maybe the last 2 hotels I've been to this year, they were completely clear, like nothing. It was weird. It was like someone went in and did a cleaning before I got there. And I was so happy. I was like, oh gosh, this is really nice. This is like a break, this is like, oh, all right. I like it here. Interesting. It's kind of weird. It's like, they're all just like watching you, like waiting for you to go. But these were like cleared. And these were not like brand new hotels, or even brand new hotels are usually full. Hi, MA. So I don't know why or who went ahead and cleared them for me, but I thank them, because I hate it when I go and I can't sleep and I'm seeing them crawling all over the place and crawling on the walls, and I hate that shit. Well, it's one thing when it's your spirits, in your own home, but when you're traveling and they're just there in other places and you don't know if they know the rules and things like that, it's different. Hello, I hate when I feel a heavy presence standing over me. Yes, yes, they used to do that to me too. Yes, and I jump up out of my sleep. And no one is there. It's been a while since that has happened. Yeah, when you're held down in bed, things like that. I'm like, now I just start yelling at them and telling them, do you know who I am? You can't do that to me. Oh, call my dad. He will kick your ass. And then they take off usually, but it hasn't happened the last 2 times. Oh, that's not good, huh? Yeah, I'm that little pain in the ass humanoid who cusses them out. you know, I tell them off. Sometimes they'll ask me, who are you? And then I tell them. And usually they'll leave me alone when I tell them who I am. But sometimes, not really. Every time I tell them who I am, or I threaten to call my dad, they'll leave me alone. So I'm a brat. I'm just not gonna let them do stuff to me. I don't have to. So I'm not gonna. But anyways, I don't know what I was talking about that I forgot. It's probably good. I was talking shit about people on YouTube. I don't like to get caught up in that. I don't like to be like that. I know everybody's just doing their thing, but man, it's so shocking. I just can't help it. I'm just like, ooh. Really? Really? Oh my gosh. But whatever. You know? To behave myself. But you guys could tell if you pay attention. Pay attention, you could tell that they're fakers. I did a toilet paper spell on a target. It was personal laughing out loud. Yeah, the feces spell is pretty good. Pretty fast. And the feces spell is really good like when you're traveling and you have to, and like there's, okay, like if you're traveling with a whole group of people and there's someone that's really rubbing your energy the wrong way, and that's when that spell comes in handy. You got a pen with you, you know, just go into the restroom and write their name on there, and there you go. Oh yeah, I've been there, let me tell you. We camp with some people sometimes that are not always very nice when we go out riding our razors and stuff, and they hate me. Most of them hate me because I'm different than them. Most of them are like Mormon people and things like that. But, you know, whenever you're out and about and there's a group of people and they don't like your energy, and so they're cliquey and mean to you or whatever, yeah, I don't tolerate it either. Because even if I don't like somebody, I always try to treat them, you know, with respect, unless they disrespect me, of course. Then it's a whole nother, you know, then it's a shit show. But if they like, you know, are blatantly rude and disrespectful, then I don't tolerate it well. And I have to be careful of that. I know that now after last time. But I have to realize that not everybody can handle the higher vibrations, and they're, you know, they're repelled, you know, they're like, they can't handle it. And so it's better to just ignore them and, you know, go move around them and not even acknowledge their existence. But if they're blatantly in your face and blatantly trying to, you know, upset you or kill you or cause havoc of some sort and think that they're being funny or something, then by all means, destroy them. That could be very bad. People should be careful who they do things like that to, because you never know. My inner conscious is so loud. I think to myself, I have a candle and I will put your name on it. If you cross cross that line with me. Yeah, I have a little mini altar thing. It's like a little golden case. And inside of there, I have like one of those little baby cauldrons, and I have like little chiles in there, and some, I have like a little pendulum, a deck of cards, all the little things, some candles, all the little things that I could need. And it's just small enough to like fit in the suitcase, if you're traveling or whatever. It's a little hard to explain when you're flying, but there's nothing bad in there. There's nothing illegal in there, so they can't do shit about it. And you open it and there's like the pentagram, and You're what? I just ordered my cauldron and put on my dried chilies. Cool. Yep. Mine stays in my fifth wheel so that it's always in there. And then, of course, I have like selenite, for my I have a selenite wand in there to like get stuff off of me if it gets on me, things like that. Some places we go to, there will be like, I don't know what it is, but I call it lava, like this black lava in there. And it'll like just, because to me it looks like a lava lamp. The stuff in the lava lamp? Well, it looks like that, but it's energy form and it's black. And so I'm always like, I'm always like keeping it off of me, pushing it away from me when I'm trying to sleep. And then it'll go right over and like it'll like get right over my boyfriend. And then I have to like push it off of him. And then I'm like there all night getting rid of all this fucking lava. And he'll be like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you have freaking black lava in here, and I don't know where it's coming from, but it's annoying. It's not getting on me. I could tell you that. So I'm like, always. You make a cross in the air using incense. What for? I get the sage out and the what is the word called again? Sorry guys, I have no space for names today. I've been having a really hard time with that. Palo Santos. The Palo Santos and the sage and the sweetgrass, and I get all that going in there and clean it out. Palo Santos. Yes, Garrett. But yeah, so it just depends. We will see how it goes this summer when winter's over here, and then we'll go. I don't know. We were planning on going somewhere. We were talking about it the other day, but I don't know where. Can't remember. But yeah. So traveling, being, so open, being a medium, being a sensitive, whatever you want to call it, can be challenging for sure. Especially over the holidays when you're traveling to relatives' house and you're, going to staying in random hotels for the holidays to visit family and things like that. And just remember that every person has different spirits around them. And so when you're in a hotel and there's like, 3, 4, 5, 600 people there, all of those people are bringing stuff with them. And so it's going to affect you. And so you're going to have to like hula hoop. There's my Kelly. Are you feeling better, darling? Yeah, my hula hoop. Everybody laughs at me, but sometimes I get attachments on me, and then the hula hoop helps break them off, even if it's just temporary. Woo! Ow! Hey, going to my relative's house in the holidays. Let me see. Who is that? Okay. Hi, Catty Cat. Going to my relative's house on the holidays because all the energy and they all fight and put more negative energy into the house. I know, right? Yeah, I know. I am so glad I don't have to do that. I don't have relatives. All of my relatives are dead. So it's just me and my kids. My kids are the only, from me on, is the only relatives I have. For me, before, nothing. I was born in the astral realms and came here in a pod and raised by wolves. No, really. Oh, look, WN popped on just to say hi, Kelly. Honey, it's true, huh? I was raised by wolves. It's a good thing you were on here earlier, Kelly, because you would have electrocuted me. I went to bed. I drank a bottle of wine. I got wine drunk, but I heard voices saying, "You got to get up," and the rest of the voices were mumbled. I woke up in the morning, and it turns out I threw up while I was asleep. Oh, I was raised by pit bulls. Oh no, yeah. That would explain a lot. Why is that? Just we were talking about staying at relatives' house for the holidays, and I said that I don't have any relatives. I was raised by wolves. I was here. You didn't say too much. You were good. Oh, good. Sometimes my mouth takes over and I have to. Kelly's like, no, be nice. Yeah, she's sneaky, huh? I tell you. I don't know about that, but Antichrist. I sit in the shadows and observe. Whoa. A lot of beings do that. Are you ready for 2020, Blue? I am so ready. Can't wait for it to get here. It's not coming fast enough. Yes, totally ready. Down. Let's do it. I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready for whatever I need to go through next. I'm ready. Almost. Yeah, I'm ready. So, did you guys... Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong channel. Never mind. I was listening to a thing and they were talking about making the crossbones with the 3 skulls for Lucifer, and I can't wait to do that. I'm going to do that. I wonder if I have it. I'm going to show you. It's really cool, but I have it all. They showed me how I have to make it in my head, and so I saw it all like being made in my head, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to be making that, and then you have to put a feather in the back of it. So I'll be great again. Hi. Okay, wait. Is it ZA? Hi, ZA. Once 2020 gets here, everything will change. Things change every day, it seems like, huh? Closing a chapter in my life and starting a new one. That's exciting. I'm ready for 2020. Citrine says. Zia. Okay, thank you. Yes, well, I'm ready for 2020 and come whenever it wants. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. So I got this. I'll show you. Citrine. I don't know, maybe. I got this in the other day. And then I got one with Lucifer. And now I'm waiting for the Belial one to come in. And then as soon as that comes in, then I'm going to be spelling this, you know, so that nobody can get in here. And if they do, they'll be cursed. Because this is my book safe. And where am I from? California. Thanks, Garrett. But yeah, it's it has all shelves in it and everything with all my sacred stuff in there and my books, and it's everything's locked up in the safe. And Akate wanted me to do that, so I did it. I started with a little safe, and then I grew out of that really quickly. Hi, Shawnee. I grew out of that really quickly, and then any news on the frames? The frames are supposed to be done on the 6th. And then, like I said before, I will be wrapping them up. It's a great idea, is looking up your books. Oh, locking up your books. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's they have to be. I mean, could you imagine? Well, I have like temple books too, and I have the standard editions, and so, you know, you have to keep those locked up because they're all consecrated to me. And so if somebody else like gets a hold of them, like bad things could happen to them. The temple books are have familiars attached to them that were put on them in the temple, you know, in the mother temple and stuff. So, you know, those aren't just things that you just leave on your coffee table. So you have to. Kate's like right away. She told me you get those in a safe, and I said okay. How are you tonight? I'm fantastic. How are you? We gotta find out where she lives and pour gasoline over her and set her on fire. What are you talking about? Are you talking about me? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, she's a troll? Oh, my bad. I didn't even catch that. You should be careful. I am a witch. The last troll didn't go so well. The last troll was claimed by Belial. Do you know who he is? So if I were you, I would just get the fuck off my page. Trolls are so stupid. I know. Such a waste of time. CA is a troll. I haven't had a troll ever since that one. Do you guys remember that one? Lose one troll, great gain another. I know. I was actually just talking about the troll the other day. I was mentioning it. Let me see, what did I say about that troll? Let's see, I'll find it. I'll look it up and tell you what happened to the last troll. You see, it's right here. And I said, bum, 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 bum. Did I say that in the Coven page? Oh, no. Yeah, I did. Hang on. Not in the Coven page. In the Queen of Hell page, I said, hold on a second. My Wi-Fi's slow on this one because I don't have it switched over. Let's see. I've done 3 curses that I can remember where Belial took them by way of flame. One was an abusive husband. One was a troll on YouTube. And one was a person who is a very bad man, and now his wife wants him back. But Belial took him, so I don't know what to tell the wife because he's gone. So, if you want to be a troll, can't fix stupid. Curse me. Oh dear. All right. I don't have to. The only way to deal with trolls is with vengeance. Well, truthfully, I don't have to curse trolls because, you know, they will be handled. Let's see. Goodbye. How do I, it's not letting me like. I'm trying to delete them, but it won't give me the icon at the bottom of the screen. There, I tried it. We'll see if that works. No, yes, no, yes. They're looking for attention. They feed off of it. Starve them by ignoring them. Yeah, you know I don't do that well. I think they should all be burned. I think he should be attached to a chicken foot and given to Belial. He doesn't like them. Just saying. Kate's here. She doesn't like them either. So have fun with that. But anyways, so I have wax on my table, so I'm trying to scrape it off my table. A little waxy around here. That's awesome. I haven't been threatened to be burned at the stake in many years. Go ahead. Do it. See what happens. I have my new toy here with me. Oh, did you get to read all I have found out? Did you get to read it all? I don't think so. Is that Adam? Hi, Adam. Sorry, my scroller isn't working. latte will absorb the flames. You'll be fine. Oh, Shawnee, I emailed you. I will check it. But, so yeah. Flames would blow up in their faces before they touched you, laughing out loud. I don't think they can make it here, but just saying. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's not the first time. It's just a shame. It's just a shame, shame, shame. Wastefulness. So anyways, you guys, are you guys doing anything exciting for the holidays? Are you going to burn any witches? Just kidding. I'm so flattered. So flattered. Saving up for another move. Oh my gosh, girl. What are we going to do with you? Working and getting double time on Christmas Eve and New Year's. Yeah. Are you moving back here? That's where you should be moving. Back here. I just moved back home from Indiana to Washington. Ugh. Study hard. Well, so for my birthday, I got a new gun. She's very pretty. I love her. And then my boyfriend got a new gun for his birthday too. This is the one I got. Isn't she lovely? Drugs are bad. MMK. Yes, I found out my ex is with a practicing witch that's dominating him. We'll just put him in a protection spell and she can't put stuff on him. Look at. I can't wait to go play with it. We're going to go out to the mountains this coming weekend, and play with our new toys. It's beautiful, isn't it? I got tired of only having my 38 with me, so I got this one. She's beautiful, quite lovely. Well, I'm not into the Governor. This one's a 45. This will put you down. It's quite beautiful. I like it. You love your Governor. I got Janie's Got a Gun song in my head. Citrine. It's this month. I bet the recoil on that is horrible. No, it's not. No. No, it can't be any worse than my Kimber. If I could shoot the Kimber, I'm sure I could shoot this just fine. My boyfriend got an AR. His is really nice. He just put all of his cool stuff on it, and he's really excited about it. I took a video of it. I'll try to see. Let me see if it's on this phone, I could show you, but if it's not, then I can't. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's on the other phone. It's on that phone. I'll post it on the Coven page. Tiny barrel made for terrible recoil, but apparently Kimbers are asshole garbage, laughing out loud. Is the troll still here? No. The troll is gone. I blocked him. I don't have time for that nonsense. You know, if it continues to be a problem, then it will be handled accordingly. Not by me, but you know, I'll just report them to YouTube, and they'll have all their accounts turned off. Or something like that. Yep. There's just no reason for it. Earlier, while I was doing my group, my Queen of Hell group, they were popping my lids. Going pop, pop. You can pop in my lids over there. I can't remember what we were talking about. Lucifer. Something about Lucifer. Or was I talking about the sixth tower of Belial? Can't remember. But they were popping the lids. Anyways, you guys. I am thinking I'm going to get off here and go get started on my night. I'm going to go get started on some pop-it work. I was going to ask you at the beginning of the video, when you went outside, those were some noises. Oh, there was some noises. Really? Yes, they were in here. I'll have to watch it. I'll watch it and see if I could hear anything. I'm always curious what happens when I leave here, you know. Sometimes I think I should put like my GoPro in here and like just see what happens. When you put a curse on someone, hi Rose, it comes back threefold to you, or does it protect on yourself to stop that? Well, Rose, that's lies. I don't believe that. Where's my camera thing? I don't believe in that. I think that's all bullshit that they like to tell us, which is to try to control us with fear. I don't believe in that. That's nonsense. If I curse someone, then they're cursed. I think that the only thing that's going to come out of it is that I curse them. It depends on who you're cursing though. Like if you curse another witch and then she turns it around and sends it back to you, you know, and she says, send this curse back 3 times or whatever, then you could have a chance unless you have like protection on you. If you have protection on you, then they can't. That's okay. It's a good question. It's a common question, and there's nothing wrong with asking that kind of a question. But I hate that some witches are controlled by these types of things. But the only way it'll come back to you threefold or whatever as if you don't have your ass covered and they return it to you threefold. Yeah, the threefold law and karma don't exist. But if a witch sends it back to you, if you try to curse a witch and she sends it back to you and she says, I send this back times 3, then there's your threefold. If she says, but I do much more than that, but you know, she could say, I send this back times 7, I send this back times whatever. It depends on, you know, who she is and what she's all about. But that's the only way it could come back to you, is if it's returned to you by another witch. Otherwise, it ain't coming back to you. Do as you will. You're very welcome. Shawnee, how would someone turn the spell she's working on him back to her? Don't let no one tell you you can't. My friends who are white witches tell me that, and I'm like, but it's justified, so all I come back with. Okay. Is that Shawnee who asked that? Shawnee. Okay, so removing spells is something I really feel like you better have permission to do. When I don't remove spells, I mean, I remove them, but I don't do them. I don't do it myself. I do it with Belial, with Hecate and Lucifer. They do it with me. Like, I call on them and I ask them to remove it. I don't do it with my own energy. I invoke them inside of me. Then, in other words, possession. I invite them in to me. Then I say, remove this, break the chains, and then I put them in a special blend of herbs and stuff that Hecate's given me the recipe for. And I put them in the middle of that. And then I say, you can curse no more and you're cleared and free. And then I burn white candles to remove all negative energies away from that person that I'm removing the curse from. And so it's a little different than, I don't do it out of myself. I do it with the gods. Belial is the one that I usually always invoke for sure when I'm removing that, because he's the one who's always done that for me. You could do it with any of the ancient gods. You could do it with the Hecate, or they can all remove stuff. But Belial's my protector. Belial is the one who has always removed everything off of me. I always go before him and ask him to do it. And he's the one that, he's my protector. And well, so is Hecate and Lucifer, but Belial is just the one that I usually work with in those matters. They're all good teachers and everything else. You can do everything with them, but with any of them, all of them, I do it with all of them. But Belial's the one that I go stand before him and say, to remove these chains and remove this curse from this person, shelter them, protect them. And then I do my offering of blood, and that's that. And then they can't touch them anymore. It's done. He'll strip everything off of them. So that was like how I first met him. And Hecate was just like, bam, there he is, you know. So it's a whole thing, but that's how you do it. Well, that's how I do it. Threefold law and karma don't exist. Thank you, you're welcome. I don't know what is going on with my scroller. What is a white witch? I don't know which is a witch, but whatever. It only does white magic. What is white magic? Right, okay. Okay, because it goes with what I asked you about in the email. Oh, okay. Who do you work with when it comes to love? Hi, Miss Jed. Can't see very good when it comes to love. Will using magic for love really make someone a zombie? No, that's nonsense. Here's what happens when you do a love spell, okay? When I do a love spell, I work with the trident. Every spell I do, I work with the trident. The trident is Hecate, Lucifer, Belial. When you do a love spell, you are what the energy does is it makes them think of you nonstop. They're dreaming of you when they're sleeping. Everything reminds them of you. They want to know where you're at. They think about, wonder where she's at right now. Wonder where he's at right now. Wonder what he's doing. What is she wearing today? You know, like everything will remind them of you. They just can't get you off their mind. And so then they start calling you, obsessed. Mm-hmm. And then they start calling you, or some people get angry, but it doesn't change a person's personality. If they're an asshole, then they're still going to be an asshole, but they're just going to not be able to get over you. They're not going to be able to get away from thinking of you. So some people will start out by drinking or going out partying or whatever they're going to do to try to get their minds off of you, but it's not going to work. And so they eventually have to come back to you. And then a lot of times they'll come back and they'll either like be okay with it, fall in line like they're supposed to, or then you'll have to do like some kind of a sweetener thing to make them okay with it. You know, just depends on how they handle the energy. Like I said, everybody handles it differently. Some are fine. They fall back in line. They come back. They do what they're supposed to, you know, what we want them to do. Some fight it. Some come back and then they're like, why am I here? You know, I left you for a reason and now I'm back in the same boat because you're not doing anything to fix the problem. So when they come back, I always recommend that you fix the problem, that you figure out what happened, why you guys broke up, and that you fix that problem so that you can remain together and build a relationship. But a lot of people think, oh, I did a spell, I don't have to do that. But you do. You still have to fix the problem. What do you do when you know someone is your soulmate and they don't know who you are? Well, do you know the person? If you know who the person is and they're your soulmate and they don't know who you are, then you just do like an open road love spell, and you can see, can you see someone and know they're a witch? A lot of times, yeah. That makes no sense. Usually I can. Usually I could see them, look in their eyes, and I know something's different. Yeah. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome. But yeah, if you know who they are and they don't know who you are, then just do like an open road love, and then let the universe create the circumstances where, that person will come across your path and read. Hi, Blue. Hi. How do hexes work? My soon-to-be ex-husband is an abusive, cheating, narcissistic. He's hurt a lot of women before me, and he's still doing it. Hurt, lying to women and using them. 50 hurting them. I used to pray for him to change, but he is still hurting women. Usually for guys like that, I like to put them in puppets and torture them. You have to email me, bluewitch379@gmail.com. But that's what I like to do with people like that. Yeah. Belial doesn't like those kind of guys. And so he and I yes. Anyways, I'm out of here. And oh, you guys, did you guys see the video where I threw the houses in the stove? You're welcome, sweetie. I tried hoping he would change, and he, let's see, my love, but I can't hurt myself anymore. Oh. No, usually, especially if he's a true narcissist, then it's better for you to stay away from him, because he'll always only care about himself, Narcissist or narcissist. I mean, I don't judge my clients. I have a lot of clients who have narcissistic boyfriends and husbands and things like that. And I don't judge them, because I know everybody's like invested time and blah, blah, blah. And they love them and everything like that. Thank you, Cindy. And everybody has their own reason for wanting to stay in a relationship with that narcissist. But the truth of the matter is that it's always going to be about the narcissist, and never is going to be about you and your feelings if you're in a relationship with one. And so that's why they always end up in puppets to be tortured. I could give many examples, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to get off here. Oh, Cindy. So those houses that I put in the stove last week, they didn't break. They stayed whole in there. Oh, yes. I don't know. Kelly, that's a good question. So anyways, what is your vortex? I have many vortexes. It's like an opening to another realm. I do cauldron gate vortexes in all of my spells, and I put them in cauldrons. I bought mini cauldrons that are about this size, and then when I do spells, I put them in there, and I do a spell to open it into I open the cauldron gate, and then I put the spell in there, and then it goes into the universe, and it's awesome. It's magic. And then I have other vortexes that I've opened as well. My temple is full of openings. I have photos, if you will, that are open vortexes, and that were not opened by me, but opened by a gatekeeper at the Mother Temple. I have 4 of those. So I got open vortexes all over the place. And so it's just a matter of like trying to organize them in a way where they could be most effective. And that's something that I'm always working on. And Lots of fun. Anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. I got to get busy. So I love you all. And thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. And let's not have any more trolls now, okay? All right. Peace out.